me shake.
Right. Hello.
Hello.
Are you feeling any better?
A bit. I keep seeing...
I know. It's awful, terrible. I know. Would you like me to give you a hand? It's quite difficult today. Yes. 13 across. Held me up for quite some time. 3 minutes.
Are you good at crosswords?
Not bad. I like all sorts of puzzles. Brain teasers. Anything where you have to use your logic. My weakness is guesswork. I leap to conclusions. Sometimes. Usually wrong.
You want to know what I was doing at Philip Ogilvy's?
If you don't mind.
I was coming to cook his dinner. Ah, you thought he was the complete bachelor. Well, he was, but the old-fashioned sort. He couldn't boil an egg. Well, I expect he could, but...
You had a key.
Yes.
How long had this been going on?
Oh, since his old cleaning lady left. She used to leave food for him to warm up, but the new one...
I'm sorry, but...
Was that all there was to it? No, of course not. He was my greatest friend in Oxford. The only person I could talk to about...
Donald Martin.
About my life. About life. He was... I can't tell you how much I'm going to miss him.
Any idea who or why? Just one more question. When you and Donald Martin went to the cinema last Friday, did you see Ogilvy there?
No.
No one came in while you were there?
Not that I recognized.
All right. I've done most of the difficult ones for you.
Thanks. And thanks for coming. I've been so frightened. I keep thinking, suppose the man, whoever did it, suppose he was still in the house. What would have happened to Sal? Oh.
Ah, Mr. Martin, just the man I want to see.
Oh, I was just going to see...
No, she's not seeing any more visitors for a while.
What? Who said?
I did. Can I give you a lift somewhere?
Look, I was told...
You were told wrong. My car's over here. So you really do love her?
Yes.
And does she love you?
How would I know? Not knowing is half the attraction, Inspector. As you'd realize if you've ever been in love.
Yes, it's all that, well, keeps it on the boil.
People fall in love with what they can't have. Don't they teach you that much in the CID?
They teach us enough, Mr. Martin. Does your wife know about the affair?
No. At least, I don't think so. I'm fairly sure not.
Sure, or only fairly sure?
No man is absolutely sure of his wife, Inspector. As you'd know if you were married.
Why did you lie about last Friday?
Monica thought it sounded less sordid.
So you were at that film?
Oh, yes.
See anyone you knew there?
No,
Sure, or only fairly sure?
absolutely certain.
All right, you can see it now.
Oh, thanks. Thanks a lot.
They were there, all right, but they saw someone, they're not saying who.
Quinn?
That's the obvious solution, yes.
It wouldn't have been Ogilvy. He was the one that phoned the manager, asked for information, if you ask me.
Where did he get to see and copy Quinn's ticket, and when?
Back at the office. It's where he said he was. And where Quinn's anorak was. And it was in the anorak that we found Quinn's ticket.
Good, you're right.
Right about what?
Yes. Yes, you've done it again, Lewis. That's where we found the ticket. That's where we were meant to find it. Yes, that's it. Quinn didn't go to the cinema at all.
Oh, but...
Well, he couldn't, you fool. He was dead already.
That's it.
Mrs. Evans, hello. I'm Chief Inspector Morse. You know Sergeant Lewis.
Hello, sir.
Anything strike you about the room, Mrs. Evans?
That chair. Someone's gonna move that chair. He'd never sit there. Well, no one would, writing a draft. That chair belongs over there. No, nothing funny there. Oh, my Lord. This milk's off. Now, what do we want to go and buy that for?
What's that, Mrs. Evans?
Salted butter. He never had salted butter. Fussy about that, he was. And he's got a whole pound of unsalted here already, look.
Lewis, the shopping. Salted butter. Was that in Quinn's shopping?
I think so, yeah.
But then it wasn't Quinn's shopping, was it?
Did I say something?
You're forgetting Noakes, the caretaker. He saw Quinn leave the syndicate at 10 to 5.
No, he didn't. He saw Quinn's car leave the syndicate.
Well, the driver was wearing Quinn's anorak.
Well, of course. It was raining. He wanted to look like Quinn.
He?
Or she. I haven't ruled out she.
Where we're going now?
We're going to prove me wrong, I hope.
About what?
About Ogilvy killing Quinn.
Philip Ogilvy hadn't long to live. Less than a year, I'd say.
What was it?
Brain tumor. Inoperable.
Did he know?
Oh, yes. I always tell my patients. And in any case, I could never have kept it from him. He had a very inquiring sort of mind. Thought he knew more about his case than I did. A doctor's nightmare.
Was he in pain, sir?
He would have been eventually.
Did he know that?
Oh, he knew everything. I tell you, if he was working on his own murder, he'd have the whole case sewn up by now. Oh, not that I mean that you...
Would you say he was the sort of man to take his own life? When he'd had enough, I mean.
Possibly. Yes, very possibly, but nothing messy. Something simple, quick, and inconveniencing others as little as possible.
What would you have recommended, Doctor?
Oh, he wouldn't have needed my advice. He knew all about cyanide, I'm sure.
The trouble with my method, Lewis, is it's inspirational, and as a result, I sometimes get things arse about face.
Yes, sir.
However, this case is crystal clear now. I shall make an arrest tomorrow morning.
You can't do that. You've got to go to the inquest.
No, I'll make the arrest immediately after the inquest.
What if he's not there?
Oh, he or she will be there, all right. He or she is a witness.
Thanks, darling.
What time will you be home, Donald?
Usual time, I imagine. Unless they decide to arrest me.
Morning, boss.
Morning. Morning.
Sure. Absolutely. Just relax.
All present and correct except Monica.
All right.
Where the bloody hell is she?
Dr. Bartlett asked me to go to Mr. Quinn's house to see if he was all right. When I got there, I could see the curtains were still drawn, but I could see through where they didn't meet very well that Quinn was lying on the carpet. So I went and phoned the police.
Smallest dose of cyanide, which is proved fatal, is a half gram of pharmacopoeial acid or 0.6 gram of anhydrous hydrocyanic acid. In this case, the cyanide was undoubtedly administered in the form of anhydrous hydrocyanic acid mixed with sherry. The post-mortem appearances were such as to lead me to believe that death must have occurred almost immediately.
Chief Inspector Morse, I believe you're in charge of the investigation into the death of Mr. Quinn.
Yes, sir.
Are you prepared to indicate to the court the present state of your inquiries?
Not yet, sir. I should like to make formal application that the inquest be adjourned for a fortnight.
Am I to understand by that that your inquiries are likely to be completed by that time?
Yes, sir.
Am I right in saying that no arrest has yet been made in this case?
Yes, sir.
Will a fortnight be sufficient time, then, to complete your investigation?
Oh, I believe so, sir. An arrest is imminent. As a matter of fact, I have a warrant here. And although it may be unusual to introduce a touch of melodrama into your court, sir, I should like, with your permission, to execute it immediately after the adjournment of this inquest. If, of course, you allow the adjournment.
Very well. I declare this inquest adjourned for 2 weeks.
All right.
Christopher Algernon Roop, I have here a warrant for your arrest in connection with the murder of Nicholas Quinn. It is my duty to tell you...
Are you quite mad?
I hope you'll be sensible, sir.
You're making the most absurd mistake, you know. I hope you realize...
Yes, let's keep all that till later.
This way, sir.
I should have been quicker. You gave me the clue, sir, that first day.
I did?
As you said, you were a stickler for security. Well, everyone confirmed that. And yet there was Quinn. Only been in the place a couple of months.